Hi, uh, my name is Swati Mishra, and I'm an energy healer, therapist, and a coach. I have been doing this for past 15 years now, and I welcome you all to be a part of this beautiful, beautiful seminar that your spiritual revolution is doing for all of us. Um, so before I start about what energy is, what energy healing is, and what it can do for us, I would like to talk a little about myself, how I started my journey. So my journey started uh, when I was around 30, 35 years old. Before that, I wasn't even aware what I was going through. I was in a major depression. And when I had my baby, my son, and I was pregnant with him, I was going through a lot of emotional upheaval. That's when Reiki came to my life, and I started kind of experiencing such beautiful changes in myself and started understanding who I was, what exactly I wanted. All those things started to come to me. And one day when I was bathing my son, I kind of got really upset with him and I was really angry with him and I hit him. When I hit him, that's when I realized, and he started crying and he was saying sorry, and he didn't know what he was saying sorry for. That's when I realized I was really angry within myself, about the world, how the situations were while I was growing up. So all that anger, when it started to surface, I started to seek out. And I never started this journey to be a therapist or a healer. I started this journey to just sort myself out, to find myself. And that's what I feel, that it's very important in today's life to know who you are, what your boundaries are, and how we actually situations kind of make us believe in certain things, make us do certain things which we don't even realize, and we unconsciously and subconsciously just follow those patterns and things, uh, and we keep carrying those, and we keep being angry and we keep being disappointed and we keep getting triggered. But if we could take a pause and understand how energy, how people, how we are affecting our own behavior, it can be really, really simple. We may feel that life is difficult, but life is not. It's just that we make it complicated by the way we think, by the way we feel, by the way we expect, by the way we express, or not express, rather. So that's about it. So now I started my journey. I learned a lot of other modalities. I learned Reiki. I learned hypnotherapy. I learned angel. I am an angel teacher as well. Shamanism. I've dabbled into all kinds of modalities, but I've realized that everything comes back to energy. Whatever we are learning, whatever we are doing, is all about energy. Okay. So to give you an example, I would like to go take you through what energy body is, what energy system is. So to give you a gist, we experience the world in two ways. The one way is to experience it through our physical body. The other way is through our energetic body. Whatever we experience through our physical body is gross. They are through our senses. Whatever we touch, we feel, we hear, we smell, and see. And this gross body can be detected by the naked eyes. Because the vibrations and the atoms are vibrating of, at much slower pace. Hence, our eyes can form a body and it can see it. But the experiences through our energetic body are very subtle in nature. And they can be experienced through our thoughts, our emotions, and our feelings. And we cannot see these energetic bodies due to the vibrational nature of these bodies. They vibrate at a very high speed for our eyes to create a form. But does that mean that physical body doesn't have any energy, or energy body only has energy? No, we're experiencing it differently. That's all. And also the interplay between our gross and energy body is happening at all times. Whatever I am seeing, whatever you are seeing, and grasping through your eyes, tasting through your tongue, listening from your ears, touching through your skin, and smelling are creating an experience inside of you. And when they create an experience inside of you, they create an emotion. And then that emotion is stored in you. So if I give you an example of a cross to a subtle body experience, when a child sees a fire for the first time, he doesn't know that it can burn his hand. But when he touches the fire and burns his finger, it creates an experience. When it creates that experience, an emotion takes place in that, that emotion has taken birth. So whenever the child is going to see or look at that fire, that feeling will surface of a fear, of that pain, in order to give him a subtle warning to be careful, right? And similarly, if I see a beautiful color or a nice warm fluffy thing, when I'll touch it, I will feel the softness in my hand. That will give me a comfort, and that comfort gives me an experience and warmth. So now I have, created an experience, and that energy has not now been transformed into a subtle energy. The gross energy is subtle to the gross energy is now changed into a subtle body. Now, similarly, we can also experience the subtle body into our physical body. Say, I have had a wonderful time with my friends. I have met them. I was laughing. I was having a wonderful time. That experience is felt in my body, right? Somewhere in my body, I get goosebumps, or I get some expansiveness or joy. And that emotional experience creates some physical change in me. So whenever I will meet my friends, immediately my body opens up. So there is a constant interaction between our subtle and the gross energy. So to work on ourselves, to understand what we are going through, we have to also understand what kind of a thought process we are going through, right? So also, whatever we are going through, the situations we are going through, things we are using, our social interactions with people through media, everything and anything can be a very, very draining um, thing also for us, for our energetic system, as well as our physical body. Hence, it is said that if we keep watching too much of a television, if we keep watching anything which is very, very violent, it can drain us. So as it is draining, and we somehow don't realize that the stress that it is creating on ourselves. So to take you further deep, just to make you understand more, just as we have organs and the network of veins and arteries that carries out our blood in the physical body, similarly we have chakras and the koshas and the network of nadis, and which are channels which transports energy as prana, which is called prana in our subtle body. So whatever is happening in our life is a sum total of our experiences. And we are so much more than what is tangible to us. Not only what we are seeing or what we are, experiencing through our physical body, but what we are absorbing through our environment as well. What we are being told, what we are hearing, what we are, perceiving. So it's the interaction within our body and with the environment at all levels. And that's what affects our energy body. And energy body, as I said, is not only your aura or your chakras, it is your physical body as well. They are vibrating at different levels. Okay? So, to know energy system deeply, we also have to understand our physical body, our chakras, the koshas, and the nadis to understand ourselves at a various levels, and our mind, subconscious mind. What we are storing in our subconscious mind. So to take you further, I would like to talk a little more about Prana. How does Prana help? What exactly Prana is? Prana is this Sanskrit word which is derived from two roots, pra, which says constancy, and na means movement. So pran is a force in constant movement. Now pran is not the oxygen that we inhale. It is that energy which keeps us alive. Right? So if it was an oxygen, then oxygen is always around us. Why are we alive at one moment and dead the next? It is only through that pran that is going within us and bringing a lot of change within us. And when the prana circulates through the body, it clears the nadis and it clears the blockages, it clears our chakras, it clears our koshas. And if it is not flowing properly, it can create blockages all over. And since the blockages are created, they create various forms of ailments, be it physical, emotional, or mental. So the breath work can be a beautiful way to help the prana move freely in the body. Now breath work, yoga, Reiki, all of this helps in creating a free flow movement in our body. To be in a healthy state of being, it is important for us to do the regular cleansing and keep our prana flowing. And to keep our prana flowing, we need to keep doing certain mental, physical, emotional exercises as well. So, and I always tell this to my students and my clients that it is important that you not only do the energy work, but do the journaling, do other things as well to understand where you stand, what is happening, and how you can release those patterns by doing both the exercises, physical as well as subtle. Now, whatever energy that is flowing in me is not the same amount of energy that is going to flow in you. It can be different for different people. Okay, and depending on what kind of a temperament you have, what kind of environment you have, grown up in, what everything is to be taken in consideration. It is also the interaction of the constitution, your health of nadis, your mental, emotional, physical being, and also the combination of your 5 elements, panch tattvas that we call. What are your 3 main nadis that are doing in your body? So now I will also talk about the nadis and the elements, the koshas, that how they are interacting with each other, how your chakras are, working. Where is it that the blockage is coming from? All that creates who you are. So what are the 3 nadis? We have 3 main nadis. We have many, many nadis in our body, but 3 main nadis. And these nadis are basically the network of channel which facilitates the movement of prana within it. And also, in turn, taking the prana into the different organs of the body. These nadis do not have any physical structure, so we can't see them. As I was talking about, in the energy system, in the subtle energy system, our nadis, our koshas, our chakras do not have any physical space. Okay, they are all there, vibrating at a very, very high level, which can't be captured. Now, when I say which can't be captured, doesn't mean that it definitely cannot be captured. It cannot be captured through our naked eyes. Now, there are certain cameras which can capture our aura, which can give us what is happening, where is the blockage in our physical body, in our energy. So, what are these nadis? These are just the channels which are moving the prana in our different organs and in our koshas, in our chakras, and in the network of channels. There are many, many, many nadis, but three nadis which are there, which are main, is the Ida nadi, Pingla nadi, the second one is Pingla, and the third one is, sorry, sorry. Okay. So the Ida nadi is the nadi which takes care of our right brain, which takes care of our creativity, which takes care of our femininity and the nurturing side. And the Pingla nadi, which is on the right hand side, which is taking care of the left brain. Okay, this is more of an action oriented nadi, which is it is masculine in nature. The Sushumna nadi is the nadi which is central nadi. Okay, it's a central energy channel where from which all the chakras are aligned. With this nadi, when we come to this nadi, we are all aligned and peaceful and completely balanced. And when all of the energy flows up in this channel, all the chakras are activated and we are in union. Now, this nadi is not always activated because we are in this grastashram. We cannot be in that space where we are always in union and in pure happiness. So we keep coming back to understand things in the physical realm and then we go to that. So there is always a shift between your left side of the nadi, the right side of the nadi, and in the center of your nadi. Now, what happens if the left nadi is more developed or is more aligned? What happens is that the person is more creative and very low in energies. Not low, but that can go towards lethargy. Okay, and if the right side of the Pingala nadi is more activated, the person can be irritated, can be very, very motivated, and that can take to a higher level of energies and also cravings and overactive person. So anything which is high needs to come into balance. So we work on masculine side, feminine side of us, and the masculine side of us to bring us ourselves into the center, to the Sushumna. From here, these nadis, they spiral around like a DNA. Okay, and this network, they have a specific root, and at some point they come together to form a center. When they form a center of pranic psychic energy, that is called as chakra. And so these chakras are created at 7 places in our body. What are those 7 places and what are those 7 chakras? Is when we go start from the lower chakra, that is the root chakra. The root chakra takes care of our survival, who we are, what we are doing, and where have we come from, is where do we belong, comes from root chakra. Okay, and this also takes care of our 0 to 7 years. So anything that we have experienced in 0 to 7 years is has created our root chakra. So whatever we are experiencing, whatever we are feeling, whatever is happening in our body is getting also stuck in our chakras. If we are feeling happy emotions, the chakra is open. But if we are feeling low emotions, then the chakras are also getting affected and they are getting closed. So when the chakras are getting closed, they are also affecting our physical body. Every chakra has a corresponding organ, physical organ, which helps in functioning that organ properly. But if we are not feeling right in that area of our body, our physical body is also getting affected. So the lowest chakra, which is the root chakra, is Muladhara chakra. It, it is generally said that it is at the tip of our tailbone, but that's not the right place. It is at our perineum. According to Tantra and according to our uh, scriptures, the place of root chakra is between our anus and our vaginal, or not vaginal, but yeah, or for men it is their sexual organs, and for female their sexual organs and the anus. It's the perineum in the middle of it is where your root chakra is. Okay, and root chakra takes care of our survival. As you can understand by the name root, it is taking care of our survival, right? And also, the root chakra we have is in animals, okay? And that's where we evolved from. We as humans, we evolved from Muladhara, then we come to the Swadhisthana, which is the sacral chakra. Now, sacral chakra is all about our pleasures, not only the sexual pleasures, but the any kind of pleasure that we feel in our body. Okay, so it can be joy, it can be the taste that we uh, eat, whatever we are eating, whatever we are enjoying, is also a pleasure, isn't it? So our Swadhisthana is taking care of all the pleasures in our life. This is quite mostly women. For them, this is the powerhouse because this is where they create, right? And for men, we will go to the solar plexus. That's where the uh, main chakra for them. Because women, they have a home and they create in that home. This is where they operate from mostly, and this is where all the emotions are also stored for them. That's why these days, if you see a lot of women, they're going through mostly uterus or ovary issues because there is a lot of confusion and a lot of emotions which are stored in that area of their body. So if we start releasing those emotions, if we start sorting those emotions, we know how to deal with these emotions, we can actually work on a lot of things in this area. Okay. Um, the next one is our Manipur. Manipur is solar plexus. This is our where our power comes from. Mostly men who are in charge, who take charge, because this is as a society, as a patriarchal society, we've been told that men are supposed to take charge. Hence, this is more active in men. Does that mean that women cannot? They can also. But this is where men operate from, and it can be high or low for them. And it's it's where we have to understand whether we are taking charge or we are taking control. If we are taking control, then the Manipur chakra can be very, very active because we are just trying to control all the situations in our life and we don't know how to take care of our own self because we don't trust. So once we start to trust, we start to take charge. So this is a very important chakra in our body. Then comes the heart chakra. Heart chakra is all about love. And this is also called a bridge between our lower chakras and the higher chakras. So these three chakras, which is root, sacral, and manipur are the called the lower chakra, but are they in the lower realm? No, because they are making us human, and we are here for experiences, and these chakras help us experience. And if these chakras are closed, we cannot experience life in totality, in its full beauty. Okay? So we go to the heart. The heart allows us to experience love, to receive and to give love. So if we are not able to receive love, or if we are not able to give love, that's where our heart chakra is closed. And now we come to throat chakra. Throat chakra is all about speaking our own truth, expressing our own truth, and also expressing it in a manner so that it can reach out to the other person. A lot of people say that, I have, when I take my chakra classes, they say, but I speak and I can talk. And there are people who can talk really well. Does that mean that throat chakra is open? Not necessarily. Because are they speaking the truth, and are they speaking it with gentle gentleness? Are they speaking in a way that it can reach out to the other? Is all these create a proper environment for our throat chakra to be open? Then comes the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is what helps us realize our vision about our life. Where do we stand? What do we want? What our boundaries are? All this helps us understand it, and the clarity about ourselves and others. So if our lower chakras are not open, our upper chakra cannot open. I will tell you why. I will just take you through the Sahasrara chakra and then I will come back to that. So the last chakra is the crown chakra, which is at the top of our head. Crown chakra helps us connect and helps us have faith and trust on the higher energy, on that energy which has created this entire universe. Now, we don't have to be religious to understand, to have faith or have trust. To be spiritual is good enough. Now, if our higher chakras are open and our lower chakras are not, we can be very, very ungrounded and we can stay in our own dream world and not see the life in totality, and we may have our own make-believe world. And that make-believe world can be very, very painful because we keep having heartaches. So it is important to open our lower chakras before we open our higher chakras, because these lower chakras keep us rooted in our reality. It is important to know where we stand. It is important to know where we belong. It is important to know where we want to go through our third eye. So everything altogether makes us a wholesome being. Just by doing meditation, we can open our higher chakras, but by taking certain actions, we can open our lower chakras. By journaling, by asking the right kind of questions to ourselves, and to understanding our triggers, and to take action to remove those triggers, can help us um, bring balance in our life. Um, so this is, in general, is what our energy system is. We are, yes, the koshas, I forgot. So now we have a physical body. Then we have four more other bodies. Now these four, what are these four bodies? This is our Annamaya Kosh. This is where we are experiencing. Then comes the etheric body. Etheric body is exactly like our physical body. It's the shape is also the same. It's just maybe 1.5 inches of body in our physical body. And whatever ailments that are to come in our physical body first manifest in our etheric body. And when it manifests in our physical etheric body, um, if if you have read scriptures, and if you've people have spoken to you about sages who could tell you that in 6 months you will have this ailment. How did they tell you? They could only tell you by checking your aura. They could see your aura, that this is what is happening in your aura and this is what is coming to you. So if you can change the way or change your way of pattern thinking, your physical body will not get that ailment. Once the ailment has come into the body, physical body, once it has become gross, it takes more time to relieve it. It takes more time to release it. It takes more time to cure it. Is it not possible? I don't think so. It is possible. I have experienced it myself when I had certain ailments, and I have worked on the physical body and the thought processes together, and the kind of food I ate all together helped me release that issue from my body. So it is very much possible, but it takes more time. So we have a physical body, then we have an etheric body, then we have our mental body. Whatever thought we have, whatever we are thinking, whatever we have absorbed, whatever we are observing, all this goes into the thought processes and in the mental body. Then comes our emotional body. Emotionally, what we are feeling about any situation, about anything, about any person can uh, create a blockage in that portion. Then comes the spiritual body. Spiritual body is what connects us to our environment, to the universe. So, if I have to tell you, you must have experienced this in your life, that whenever you meet somebody, either there is an immediate connection, or you are okay, you want to see how it goes and then you want to take it forward. That happens because your auras have already interacted, your koshas have already spoken to each other, and there is an immediate liking because you have certain similar interests. So the kosha has given you a go ahead, okay, carry on. Or there could be certain times when your kosha tells you, okay, wait, this is something that you have to figure out in your space, understand the person, then carry on. Same thing that can happen with the areas also. If you enter a house, somebody, or some place, you immediately feel at ease. Or you feel, okay, no, I don't want to be here for long. It is because the energy in that area is telling your aura that this is not suitable for you. Mm, So, if I have to now talk to you about how these auras are interacting, how the blockages are happening, all these, or now these auras are not like a fixed structure. It's a very flexible, moving structure, and the vibrations of every layer is different. If you go back again, if you have to think that when you're feeling emotionally low, you don't feel like doing things, and also your mental chatter increases, or it just dulls down, you go down, right? Why does that happen? It is because your auras are interacting. Anything that is happening to you at a physical level makes you know affects you emotionally, and whatever is happening emotionally can affect you physically. Whatever is happening to you mentally can affect you emotionally and physically as well. So, to be able to heal yourself, to be able to understand yourself, it is important to understand ourselves wholesome, in completeness. And to understand ourselves in completeness, the factual and the um, subtle things need to be taken into consideration. Now, if I want to give you an example how energy works, I have this dowser with me. Okay, this dowser has been programmed by me. So I have programmed it. Now I'm not moving my hand at all. I have programmed it to move clockwise when I say yes. And I have thank you. And I have moved it to I have programmed it to say no, anti-clockwise. Thank you. Thank you. So you can see how energy can, if the energy can move this, how much it must be moving inside of you. It's the kind of words you're talking to yourself, the kind of things you are listening through the day is affecting you physically, emotionally, and mentally. I would request you, only request that I always have with people, be aware of the mental chatter that you have. Be aware of the self-talk that you have. And check, how are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to yourself positively or are you putting yourself down? So if you're constantly putting yourself down, energetically it is putting you down. Very important for you to love yourself. And to love yourself, change the thought process. Change the self-talk. And just be. Be in love with yourself before you can be in love with anybody else. And to be in love with yourself, it is important to know who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what your boundaries are, how situations, how people are affecting you. And once you get a better clarity, you can clear a lot of energy which is draining you out. And you can be in a very much quieter, peaceful, better space. That is it for today. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you want to know more about it, you can contact me at any time. You can contact me on my email ID. You can go to my website www.thecircleoflove.in, or you can call me up, message me. Rather, I would say that message me on my number 98202 88906. I don't take calls. You can WhatsApp me. I will definitely answer you. And anything else that you want to know, you can mail me on swatmishra@gmail.com. You can get my details on my website as well. You're welcome to question. You're welcome to know more. I'm here. Thank you so very much.